Well, hello, darlings. It's Miss Tia. I thought I'd just check in. It's been a day or two since I talked about these YouTube streets. Seems like pretty much what's been going on is everybody be talking about the Riley Strain case. I'm not really sure how to say that last name, but he was the young college student went missing out in Nashville. I think the college he went to was Mizzou. And unfortunately, they did find his body this morning in the Cumberland River in Nashville. And that's just so heartbreaking. It's so sad. I just feel for his parents and his siblings and all of his family and his friends. That's just horrible that happened to that young man. And then they also on these streets still be talking about the Sebastian Rogers case. And, you know, Miss Tia, I'm feeling some kind of way about the stuff that be going on with the Sebastian Rogers case. Because this is what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that if that young man not found pretty soon, you know, this be turning into another, like the Summer Wells case. And I don't mean like with the parents, and I'm talking about on YouTube. I'm talking about on these streets. Because, you know, the longer this case draws out, the more stuff there is, people be covering it. And I've been seeing some stuff that I'm not sure is okay. Because I feel like, you know, people be inserting themselves. And, you know, YouTube, it's great. These streets are great for getting out the information, awareness, reporting back if they've seen anything, you know, those kind of things. Like there was those two TikTokers in the case with Riley Strain that they found his debit card and they were able to tell police and, you know, turn it in. And then that allowed for, you know, them to kind of, I suspect that kind of gave them an idea of where the location he might have went into the water or something. So, you know, like I'm not saying that nobody can't help, because you can help. Law enforcement in Riley's case was telling people, you know, to help. And so, you know, I don't know. But with the Sebastian case, like I just be seeing a lot of people like just trying to get like personal information into this family's life. And I don't know why, other than we being nosy, we want content, we just curious, we gonna speculate that maybe because this happened in their family, that mean they did something to their child. Like, I don't know, like, but, you know, it makes for, like, good content if everybody, you know, because everybody want to hear about some, you know, some spicy type information, like, ooh, the real dad said this about the stepdad, or the real dad said that the mama cheated on him, and this. What in the hell does that have to do with this boy missing? Like, I just don't see how that's helpful. And I feel like, you know, we can have our own opinions based on our own gut feelings of what we feel about somebody. But, like, we don't know these people. We don't know inside their lives, and it's not our place to know inside their lives. The only crime they have committed right now is their child, unfortunately, is missing. And that's not a crime. That is just a tragedy, basically. That's something horrible that happened to them. And until something come out to say that, you know, they're involved, then I don't understand why. And, you know, and yeah, they should not be going on the YouTube streets, I don't think. And, like, people can make that argument, well, you know, if they didn't want to be interviewed, then they shouldn't come on the panel. So they shouldn't, you know, be talking to the YouTubers. I get that. But, you know, if you put yourself in their place, like, they don't know if they're coming or going. They are not in their, they are desperate. They are trying to find their child. And they're doing anything and everything they can think of to find their child. And I'm talking, like, in general, for all families of missing children. And, like in the Sebastian case, like, someone, you know, asked, why the stepdad, always be speaking for the mom? Like, he wasn't even there. He was, like, off on his job out of town. And so, like, why he's speaking for the mom? Well, in that family, he seemed to be, like, the strong one. And I think when he was asked that question by somebody, I think that he's like saying that, he's just a protector. He felt like he needed to protect his wife. His wife is heartbroken. She, and then she said herself, I know it, that was on Smiley's channel. That's where I heard that part. Because they've been on a few different ones, and I get confused on what happened on with each one. But, like, she say, she can't even think. She don't even know it. Like, most of the time, she just be crying, she said. So, like, I can see that. Like, if he has a strong personality, feels like he needs to protect his wife, like, she's hurting, and he just needs to stand up and be strong for her, then I get that. And, like, it's kind of like if you look at the Michael Vaughn case, like, everybody always saying, why Brandy always speaking for Tyler? Like, why he don't speak up, he's the man, why don't he talk? Well, and then in this case, you have the man talk, and people want to know why. And I get, because, like, it seemed like in those cases, each one of those parents weren't there when it happened, the ones that are speaking out, and the parents that were with the child when it happened, they are not the ones to be speaking out as much. But you have to think about, like, the guilt, like, what if I would have did this different? If I should have done that different? What if I would have did this? Like, so there's another dynamic to them, because they were the ones that was actually there. So, like, I don't know, but I just don't know how helpful it is. I think sometimes we just add more to these people, more hurt on them, adding more that they have to deal with, because, now, the child is missing, and, if they're innocent, they know they didn't do nothing, but everybody, like, speculating and saying stuff that, make them feel like they're guilty of something. And I just don't think it's right. Now, by all means, if something come out that point in that direction, yeah, let's talk about it. Like in the Madeline Soto case with the freaking boyfriend who needs, that dude is sick. And so, like, in that case, like, yeah, like, absolutely, drill him down to the freaking under the ground. But, law enforcement was on that, and they got him. They arrested him. And, I don't know what's going to happen with the mom. I don't know if she was involved or not. But, like, in the Sebastian case, like, let's not, like, undermine law enforcement. They know a heck of a lot more than we know. They're going to be on it, guys, that if there is something that they could charge somebody with because they suspect some type of foul play or some kind of something, they're going to do it. We can't do it. Nobody on the YouTube streets. No, we can't press charges. We can't call a grand jury. We can't put no silver bracelets around nobody's. Like, what the heck? Like, we cannot do it. And I guarantee you, as YouTubers, the law enforcement is not going to pay no mind if you say, oh, look, I interviewed the parent, and they said this over here, but then, then they went on this panel, and they said something different. And I'm talking, like, petty crap. Like, law enforcement ain't going to listen to you. The minute you say, like, think about with Summer Wells, the minute you say, well, YouTube, they dismiss you in a heartbeat, even if it would be something legitimate. Because that's what YouTube has done. That's what these streets have done. They have ruined the reputation of these streets by inserting themselves. And when someone does have some legitimate information, like maybe, YouTubers are people. Like maybe they did see something. Well, lo and behold, they better not mention anything about YouTube because they're going to be dismissed. So I just don't think that we doing ourselves or those families any favors when we get like that. But that's just Miss Tia's opinion. Y'all have your own opinions. Everybody does things different. We can agree to disagree, but I'm just not feeling it in the Sebastian case. I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, that's just me. So I just wanted to pop on here and check in with y'all for a minute and, talk about a couple things and, like, rest in peace to the Riley Strand and prayers for his family. That's just so heartbreaking. All right, darlings, and let's pray Sebastian is found soon. All right, Miss T is going to go now. I'll see you soon. Bye now.